is the matter of this. Rather than elixirs, we're actually all allowed to bring our whole party in here, so... it's only fair. Wait. If we go in immediately, it won't remember my items in case I fall. Which I might. Let me just fix that.
Who are you?
It seems you're special too.
Ansem?
The name rings familiar. You remind me of him.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you are not whole. You are incomplete. Allow me to test your strength. Let's fight this enigmatic man. Since he's picking for a fight. Whoa! Are those beam swords? Whoa. Energy walls? I still don't have second chance. Whoa. Whoa. What are these things made of? Gravity doesn't work on them. I'm not even hitting him half the time. Oh. What are these orbs made of? Oh. Oh. Nope. You're... Oh. Get out of here. Oh, dang it. Well, I failed that one. Nope. Oh. Whoa. The usual strike rate is always good. Oh. And you can always block him. What are these orbs made of? Like he spawns them out of nowhere. Uh-oh. Whoa. Lasers? Ow. Ow. I cannot block the lasers. Alright. One Mega Elixir. The shock and release move that he used before was similar to the one Ansem used. Oh. He tried to do something again. Oh, he's doing something. Oh, whoa! Oh, heal. Whoa, whoa. Oh, lasers. Bullets. Oh. Oh. My turn. Oh. Come on, let's clash. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay. Out. Understood. Let's need a clean hit. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that didn't work. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Could not have cut it any closer. Impressive. This will be enjoyable.
What are you talking about?
It is beyond your comprehension now. Until we meet again.
Wait, what are you?
But a mere shell. EXP necklace. Like I need that. Ansem's 13th report. He who doesn't exist. I'll say. It's like he came from nowhere. Record keeper. Huh. Mere shell. What do I say? That I was fighting nobody? Huh. So strange. As you can see, we completed the journal. There's now a Mickey, a lucky emblem on there. Mickey's emblem. Let's talk about the Ansem report. So, the Ansem report, as you can tell, is written by Ansem. Now, the fun thing about this is these reports were in the original game, but reports 11, 12, and 13 were added to new game, Final Mix. So they were not originally in here, but still add more important information about this. And they often tend to fill in the gaps between things that we just didn't know. We'll have to find out. I think I'll read them for you. Much of my life has been dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. That knowledge has guarded this world well. Not a soul doubts that. I am blessed with my people's smiles and respect. But though I am called a sage, there are things I do not understand. I believe darkness sleeps in every heart, no matter how pure. Given the chance, the smallest drop can spread and swallow the heart. I witnessed it many times. Darkness. Darkness of the heart. How is it born? How does it come to affect us so? As ruler of this world, I must find the answers. I must find them before the world is taken by those... It's lost to those taken by the darkness. Okay. Good intentions. It is my duty to expose what this darkness really is. I shall conduct the following experiments. Extract the darkness from a person's heart. Cultivate the darkness in a pure heart. Both suppress and amplify the darkness within. The experiments caused the test subjects' hearts to collapse, including those who are the most stalwart. How fragile our hearts are. My treatments to produce no sign of recovery. I can find those who completely lost their hearts beneath the castle. Some time later, I went below and was greeted by the strangest sight. Creatures that seemed born of darkness. What are they? Are they truly sentient beings? Could they be the shadows of those who lost their hearts in my experiments? This is what created the Heartless, then. The shadows that crawl beneath the castle. Are they the people who lost their hearts? Or incarnations of darkness? Or something entirely beyond imagination? All my knowledge has provided no answer. One thing I am sure of is that they are entirely devoid of emotion. Perhaps further study will unlock the mysteries of the heart. Fortunately, there is no shortage of test samples. They are multiplying underground, even as I write this report. They still need a name. Those who lack hearts, I will call them Heartless. So we did create the Heartless. Okay. The Heartless appear in groups and are multiplying rapidly. I provided them both living and non-living samples. They responded only to the living. They seem to multiply after absorbing something from the living creatures. Their prey vanishes without a trace. I believe the Heartless are taking hearts. They are born from those who've lost their hearts, and thrive on hearts seized from others. The hearts taken by the Heartless become heartless themselves. Though I lack proof, I'm confident in my hypothesis. I must also study their behavioral principles. Though they lack emotions, they do seem to have some intelligence. How to communicate with them? It just occurred to me. Could they be the darkness in people's hearts? I study heartless behavior. To study heartless behavior, I picked out one for observation. It wiggled its antennae and, as if sensing a target, headed deep into the castle. In the deepest part of the castle, its antennae began vibrating, as if searching for something. Suddenly, a strange door appeared. I'd never known of its existence. It had a large keyhole, but didn't seem to be locked, so I opened the door. What I saw on the other side mystified me. What was that powerful mass of energy? That night, I observed a great meteor shower in the sky. Could it be related to the door that I have opened? Meteor shower. There's a meteor shower on the island. That was 10 years ago. Which is when the Heartless changed this world. But it does line up. But that's also when Riku saw that key on the door. Okay. A massive core of energy lay beyond the door sought by the Heartless. It may well be the ultimate goal of all Heartless. But what is that energy? I've devised a hypothesis based upon my observations of the Heartless. The Heartless feed off of others' hearts, and they yearn for the energy core. That thing beyond the door must be our heart, too. The heart of this world. There is no proof, but having felt that immense energy, I am certain that was the heart of the world. Oh. The Heartless are trying to take hearts not only from living creatures, but from the world itself. But what do they mean to do with the heart of the world? Well, as we've seen, Ansem the Heartless, or whatever we want to call him, Ansem, what he did to that version of Destiny Islands, it destroyed it, ruptured it completely. I am now studying material from the meteor showers that rained down that fateful night. What a find! The material is foreign to our world. It is elastic to the touch. When two pieces are combined, they bond easily. None of the records I scoured even mentioned such a substance. Was it introduced to this world when I opened that door? I wonder how many other such materials drifted through the atmosphere of this tiny world. I wish I could soar off and find out. Could there be uncharted worlds up there? My curiosity never ceases to grow. But I should stop speaking of such unrealistic dreams. For now, there is no way to venture outside this world. My people and I are all but prisoners of this tiny place. Is he talking about the gummy blocks? Are they related to the Hearts of Worlds? There is no doubt that the Heartless are deeply connected to people's hearts. Further study may unravel both their motivations and the mysteries shrouding the heart. At the start, I have built a device that artificially creates Heartless. By recreating the conditions that spawn a Heartless naturally, I should be able to produce them artificially. This device is the culmination of all my research thus far. The machine's test run successfully created a Heartless. This may be a step toward creating a heart from nothing. The artificially and naturally created Heartless showed nearly identical traits, but the two types should remain distinct for the purpose of this experiment. So I will mark the ones that are created artificially. At this point, I'd like to point out, at this point in the Chronicle, in this part of the characters, if you look at the Heartless, they all have specific things. The Heartless he's talking about, that's a shadow. We've seen these tons of times. Yep, little antennae, right, wiggling, you know. But there's others, like the soldier, that have an interesting mark of the crest of the Heartless on him. So I think that's what he's talking about. Anything with marking this crest of the Heartless are all artificial. Which means not all Heartless are created equal. Some are created with artificial hearts, like these Black Ballad, while others are purebred Heartless, this a Heartless? I don't know. No. Nope, that's artificial. That's artificial. That's artificial? Symbol. Why did he create behemoths? Do defenders have the symbol on their chest? Yes, they do. Invisibles do not have the symbol, and therefore are purebred heartless. Pure, so to speak. While these are artificial, and as you can tell, they're very strange. And even these Neo Shadows, which we fought before, are merely pure blood. Very strange. Kurt Zisa? Yep, that's art. So it's not just a machine, but it's also artificially made, which makes sense. Oh, artificial. Very strange. Huh. Sorry for that tangent. I felt it was important to address. Simply astonishing. Today I had a guest from another world. He is a king, and his vessel is built of the material that composed the meteors. He called the pieces gummy blocks. It seems that my opening that door has opened a path to interworld travel. We talked for countless hours, but one story in particular caught my interest. That of a key called the Keyblade. The Keyblade is said to hold phenomenal power. One legend says its wielder saved the world, while another says that he wrought chaos and ruin upon it. I must know what this Keyblade is. A key opens doors. It must be connected to the door that I have opened. If they're talking about a king with a vessel, that verbiage is probably King Mickey. Just as people have hearts, so do worlds. Also, before I continue, this is the last one before Final Mix. Just as people have hearts, so do worlds. The same can be said of the stars in the night sky. And deep within each world lies a door to its heart. The heartless desire those hearts. Born out of the darkness in people's hearts, they seek to return to a greater heart. Yes, that is it. The heartless come from people's hearts, as does the darkness. Is the core of the world's heart the world of the heartless? I will pursue the answer there and become all-knowing. My path is set. I shall seek out the wielder of the Keyblade and the princesses. My body is too frail for such a journey, but I must do this. I will cast it off and plunge into the depths of darkness. Hence, why Ansem turned himself into a Heartless. He probably threw himself... Yeah, he probably threw himself into the machine. And created... That's why he has that Heartless symbol and made himself become a Heartless at that point. If we're to believe this lore. Very strange, no? Huh. Opening the door to a world's heart causes its walls to crumble. By the way, this is the first one in Final Mix. These fragments are seen as shooting stars. This explains why these gummy blocks can travel freely to other worlds. I know the catalyst of this collapse. The appearance of the Heartless. However, it will take time to search out the world's doors and to retrieve each heart. Furthermore, the doors can be locked using a Keyblade, making the heart forever unattainable. I must take action before the wielder of this key appears in this world. If the princesses and the Keyblade are connected, they should resonate. I've chosen a girl. I don't know if she holds the princess's powers, but I will find out. She may lead me to the key bearer. I shall set her free and observe. I think he's talking about Kyrie. If that room was anything to think about, that's probably Kyrie. The body is gone. The heart should have returned to the heartless, and yet, nothing. This one is unlike any other. Its memories remain, and it has yet to take the form of a heartless. A close eye must be kept on the situation. Much is still unknown. To get to the realm of darkness, one must go through the doors of Kingdom Hearts, the place where the world's hearts connect. Beyond this world is a place in the darkness, in which darkness reigns. Details shall be archived in a separate report. There are many worlds in existence, some of which we know nothing about. The world in which we live, the realm of darkness, the realm of light, the world of in-between. The world in between. Wherein lies true nirvana. And finally, report number 13. After fighting that man, why did he have it? Where does the body go when it separates from the heart? If soul remains within the body, is it still considered to be deceased? When the heart returns to the heartless, the physical form disappears. But that is merely true in this world. Perhaps the body exists in another form, in another world. If that is the case, then it is possible for one to exist in two worlds. A being that is neither darkness nor light, belonging nowhere, abandoned by its heart, a mere shell of its former self. The relation between the heart and body is complex. However, I'm certain that if your self exists here, then by definition, the other cannot truly exist. The other, the one which does not exist, shall be dubbed nobody. So let us get this straight from this report. Ignoring whatever we know about the next games that come forward, from this point in the lore. Ignoring whatever we know out there. Putting that aside in the little box for now. Let's say someone loses their heart. They lose their heart. They become a heartless. This is saying that the body doesn't just does disappear, but where does it go? Because it has to go somewhere, is what it's saying. What I think it's saying here is that it goes somewhere but still exists. And that, like, if everything has its own realm, like if you think about The World Ends With You, people that are living are on the real ground, and the people elsewhere, like all the Reapers and all that, are in the underground, the UG and RG. This is saying the people that are alive, normal, are people of light. The Heartless are people, like the noise, are the darkness. So they're in the realm of darkness. Which means, then, that that body exists in its own realm as well. The realm of nothing. A realm of suspension. Very strange. Many strange. And thus they called it a nobody. Now keep in mind, of course. Okay, so to get a little meta for a little bit. This game first came out in 2002. And these Ansem reports were report into the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix part of it also in 2002. They re-released it like 7 or like 9 months later. So already he's setting up, like, because of how they made it work, they did Kingdom Hearts here, but Kurt Ziza and all that wasn't in the Japanese release. That was something they did for over in America. So they put Kurt Ziza in here as an extra super boss. But they didn't want their Japanese people to be excluded, so they fixed some bugs, did some stuff, and they put in Final Mix over here. And they added that enigmatic man. Now, oh, and the extra deep dive ending. So, the things that they're establishing already in this report actually are still relevant. There are some, without giving things away, there are some inaccuracies in these reports. But it definitely does follow the path of the Ansem we fought. I will definitely say that is true. From things of Kairi was specifically chosen to do all this, was specifically chosen to go from here and send her out there. There is no heart, her memory, like she didn't make a Heartless, and she disappeared. They sent her to that world and, you know, goodness. Yeah. Chose a girl. Set her free and observe. They took her memories. And they, at least some of her early memories, or maybe she just didn't remember or was lying about that. I don't know. I don't think she's one to lie. But I also don't know her. She's a video game character. Details shall arrive in a separate report is so... I need that. I want that report. But yes, it mostly lines up. It sent Kairi over there, and Riku saw that same door to his world, and unfortunately he opened it. When he said the door is open, he kind of meant it. So Riku has a parallel to this Ansem. The problem is, Riku had different ethics that stopped him from overstepping. This Ansem doesn't seem to have those, because as you can tell, he did experiments on living and dead, being that some of them didn't survive the experiments. And that he was going to use those dead bodies, basically, to see if he can get the Heartless to respond. The Heartless didn't care about that, which is very interesting. Which means they're not completely evil, they're just darkness. I'm just something I'm observing. That's just my observation. Or maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know. They don't do necromancy, so that's interesting, is all I'm gonna say. So yeah, that was the Ansem reports. I think that's all there is to Kingdom Hearts. I think that's everything. I'm not even level 99. This is the earliest I beat Sephiroth, by the way. Can I say that? Because when I fought Sephiroth, when I first beat him, I was level 92 on standard. Not even proud. But here we are. Alright, I think what I'll do then... Well, I'll figure out what to do. I do want to go back to the final boss and expound upon the ending a little bit further. And especially the deep dive, maybe. Alright. That's been good. Please invest 4D. See you next time. Let's play Kingdom Hearts.